Live, this is Fox 56 News. First at 10 with Ryan Cummings and Jamie Innes.
First at 10 tonight, a manhunt is over after a nearly day-long search for that murder suspect in Susquehanna County. State police do have him in custody tonight.
Fox 56's Brian Sheehan is live from State Police Headquarters in Gibson. Brian, what's the latest?
Well, Jamie and Ryan, Quentin Millard was led into the Gibson barracks here shortly after 6:30 this evening, and that is where he has remained for the past several hours as investigators question him to interview him about the events they believe led him to go on the run. Any comment?
No comment.
Quentin Millard didn't want to talk about the murder charges he's facing as state police took him into custody shortly before 7 o'clock tonight. His capture took place just a few hours after state police scaled back their day-long search efforts near Great Bend Township. Investigators believe the 22-year-old killed John Amrine at this trailer off US 11 Monday, which happened to be Amrine's 52nd birthday. Glenn Harvey lives next door to the trailer where Millard was known to frequent and says the murder charges aren't surprising.
No, not one bit. Not one bit. The way his character has been in the last year or so is it's not surprising.
According to court documents, Amrine arrived at the home in Halstead and got into a fight with Millard after this woman, Andrea Martell, told Amrine he may be the father of her unborn child. Millard allegedly punched Amrine, which caused Amrine to hit a wall, killing him. Martell told police she and Millard then wrapped his body in trash bags, loaded it into a car, drove a few miles up the road, and ditched it in a wooded area near Millard's stepfather's home on Highlands Road. The victim's girlfriend reported him missing that same day.
To think that they can come up in this peaceful area and do that, and it's so close, it's discouraging, it's scary.
Millard then went on the run, and while police searched for him, Pam Hall was at work while her husband was home alone.
This is a great place to hide up here. Everybody thinks nobody comes here, but there's a dozen families up here that go to work every day.
Harvey has known Millard for several years and says the whole ordeal is unsettling, describing Millard as a good kid.
I know his whole family, his entire family I know. And something has led him to do this. And what's unsettling is nobody was able to get to him in time to help him.
Now, once again, investigators have been questioning Millard for the past several hours here at the Gibson barracks. He is expected to be brought out of here around 10:30 this evening, where he will be privately arraigned. Martell, meanwhile, is behind bars tonight. Both are facing homicide and abuse of corpse charges. We're live tonight here in New Milford, Susquehanna County. I'm Brian Sheehan, Fox 56 News, first at 10.
A search that has now spanned 2.5 months gets new life. Now federal authorities say Sean Christie robbed a business near his hometown early this morning. Fox 56's Katie Berlin has the latest on the search for this McAdoo man wanted for threatening the president.
We can confirm as of last night, he is back.
A summer's-long search taking another turn today. Sean Christie, the McAdoo fugitive wanted for threatening President Trump and other Schuylkill County officials heading back towards his hometown.
This morning in the early hours, we responded to a burglary call here.
Authorities believe Christie was responsible, taking several items with him from Skitco Ironworks on South Church Street in Hazel Township, less than a mile from McAdoo.
Some of those items included a Beretta shotgun, ammunition to that shotgun, a fair amount of cash, some food items.
Multiple federal and state law enforcement agencies spent all day searching woods behind the business, turning up empty.
Right here behind you guys is his backyard again, so I'm pretty sure he feels comfortable. I'm pretty sure he knows those woods. He's grew up in this area, and once again, a rural search presents a difficult challenge for the Marshal Service.
People in the area are not surprised the commotion is about Christie, who's been evading law enforcement since June. But last night, a long post on Christie's Facebook for the first time since he ran away, calling out decorated Marine veteran Dakota Meyer, who he's been feuding with for unknown reasons.
He should probably do the right thing and turn himself in.
Definitely crazy, but the woods back here, there's a lot. You could just get lost for days, and hopefully they find him, because it's definitely not a joke or anything to have him running around like this.
With now 4 guns stolen and a box of up to 100 rounds of ammunition, federal authorities are still considering him armed and dangerous.
We ask the public to be vigilant. Lock your doors, report burglaries, report thefts right away. Any suspicious activity, call the local police department.
The guns was a big mistake. He should have never taken the guns.
We messed up bad, and you know, he's got to face the consequences eventually, so.
In Hazel Township, Katie Berlin, Fox 56 News, first at 10.
Investigators say they can't confirm Christie's Facebook post had anything to do with today's break-in. There's still a $20,000 reward for information leading to Christie's arrest.
A Lackawanna County man is facing sexual assault charges tonight. Police tell us that 40-year-old Sean Booths raped a girl at a home in Duryea. This is according to our news gathering partners at the Times-Leader. Booths was arrested in Delaware County and turned over to Duryea police. He is in jail on $200,000 bail.
Many schools in Northeast PA delaying the start of the school year because of mold. Some schools are working on the problems while others are just now discovering more problems. Neil Strong Elementary in Scranton is closed until further notice. Sealands Grove Middle School also having problems. The principal told us mold was found in the band room this morning, and the middle school in Milton is going to be opening later than the rest of the district. Those students will start Monday.
That's not all, though. The Pleasant Valley School District announcing it is returning back to a normal schedule after a rough start to the year because mold was found at the district's intermediate school and has kept it shut down for almost 2 weeks. School officials tell us that the building had remediation work done and will go back to normal on a schedule on Friday. For the full list of those closed schools and when they're expected to open, you can head to our website, fox56.com.
New tonight at 10, changes are being made to Pennsylvania's state prisons. All facilities were locked down after more than 30 employees got sick. Fox 56's Kaylee Cunningham joins us live in the studio. So Kaylee, what are they doing differently?
Jamie, the state still doesn't know exactly what made those employees sick, but it has pushed them to make some major changes to try and keep officers, inmates, and visitors safer. Starting immediately, there will be some new protocols in place at the state's 25 prisons. Some prisons have already started using them, while the rest plan to phase them in over the next 90 days. They include things like body scanners, one for all visitors and one for all staff members. There will also be drone detection for all prisons to make sure no drones are present when inmates are in the yard.
The action to lock down all of the state's correctional facilities last week was the first step, a necessary step, to ensure the safety of our officers and provide the department the opportunity to assess the control the situation.
There will also be much stricter visiting protocols, including doubling staff inside those visiting rooms, as well as harsher punishment for those caught smuggling items in.
The vast majority of staff, inmates, and visitors are not the problem here. The vast majority have nothing to do with the problem that we're talking about. But even one person who successfully smuggles drugs into a facility puts everyone at danger.
And books and magazines will also be offered online now instead of hard copies, and families will also be able to electronically send books to inmates.
Speaking of stuff that's getting into these prisons, mail is part of this as well. Is there any changes to that?
Absolutely. All of mail is actually going to be returned to sender if it's personal mail, and then any mail that comes in will actually have to go through a scanning system. So it could be a little bit of a delay before these people are getting things from their friends and family.
But there is a positive note, I believe, something about cell phones?
Yes, phones will be allowed to be used. So even though you can't visit your friends and family yet, you will be able to talk to them on the phone.
All right, thanks, Kaylee. Multiple people got sick today on a flight from the Middle East to New York City. How many of them ended up in the hospital?
And the conversation surrounding Nike's new ad starring Colin Kaepernick heating up. Coming up, we'll have reaction from those in our area.
Summer is just not done with us yet, huh? A new record high temperature set in Scranton Wilkes-Barre today, 91 degrees. Coming up, I will show you whether or not the heat sticks around heading into Thursday and what else may be following us as we get closer to the upcoming weekend.